guys, it's Ross from Shades of Chaos Games. Today I'm going to unbox Shadowspear. So there's probably a few of you guys out there have got a box of these Space Marines and Chaos models already, but I thought for those that don't, this is what you get in the box. So lovely artwork, and you probably can't see half of it because of the glare, so I'll remove this almost straight away. As you can see, lovely postie, has wrecked a little bit of the box here. Doesn't come like that normally. Let's get that noisy, reflective stuff out of the way. So, this is Shadowspear. So as you can see, the artwork is very impressive. So this is Games Workshop's latest big box for 40k. War in the 41st Millennium. And this is the contents. We're not interested in box work as much as we are what's inside. So, get rid of the bubble wrap. Lots and lots of miniatures. I'll zoom in just a little bit for you. How's that? Plenty of bases, all the bases you need for the models. Right, so this is the latest and greatest in Space Marine armor. This is the Phobos pattern armor. So you can see here, this guy is on his own sprue. So that would be the Sergeant, and this would be the new Librarian. Lovely stuff. So, if you're like me, you don't know which side to start painting first, because I collect Chaos as much as I collect Space Marines. So as you probably know already, that I'm a bit of a Blood Angels player. And yeah, I don't know where to begin first. So you can see here we've got a few of the latest sniper rifles. So like this fella here is the latest sniper rifle. It looks a lot meaner than the old needle sniper rifle used to get on the squat scouts even. And this bad boy here, it's a new heavy weapons option. So very similar sprue again. And this is what I'm really looking forward to. Some Chaos bits here. So in this edition, I think they realised that the Greater Possessed were kind of lacking. Sorry, Possessed were lacking. So now they've released Greater Possessed to give these guys a little bit of a buff. So I know a lot of people didn't really like the models, but I did. That's one of his claws for the Greater Possessed. Now if you're wondering the scale between the new Chaos Space Marines, so like this guy here, versus Primaris Space Marine, see side by side, in fact you can even overlap, they're pretty much the same size. Now why Chaos Space Marines are the same size as Primaris Space Marines, I don't know. I'm going to say the warp did it. And if you remember the old Chaos Obliterators, ugly looking models, great rules, but ugly looking models. Seen a few nice conversions over the years, but this is what they look like now. So you can't really tell probably in sprue form. Some of the weapons look amazing, like this Gatling gun here. It's pretty amazing. So I will show you what they're supposed to look like. We have a nice glossy poster from the front of the book. That's really cool, I like that. A few of the flying bases there, I see. And yet more shiny plastic wrapping, which is really noisy. So a updated edition of the core rules. So the small little booklet that you used to see in like in Dark Imperium. So it's just a few sides. So you've got your shooting phase and all this basic rules. A book on Vigilus. So Vigilus is basically Abaddon is now come to Terra. He's on his way. He's going to start wrecking face. So we need new Space Marines. So in the Space Marine book here we have Defenders of Mankind, Sons of the Primarchs. Same artwork again, repeated. The smell of a new book, you guys can smell that. Some of the Marine chapters here. Looking glorious, especially the Blood Angels, obviously. Here the guys are all painted up. So these were the heavy weapons I was checking out earlier on the sprue. So the Suppressor Sergeant there, wielding the heavy weapon. So autocannons were a bit of a blast from the past. You haven't seen autocannons for quite some time on a Marine. They're back now. And these are the new look sniper rifles that I like the look of. That's the Eliminators. So the new Marines certainly look a lot more tactical, and you know, they've got the comms on the backpacks, they've got smoke grenades. Seem to be a bit more SAS style, like built from room clearance. Some data sheets here, brief descriptions of the new models. The new Demonkin. The Lost and the Damned. So it has been some time since Chaos Space Marines have had a new Marine. There's some examples of the Traitor Legions. So some a bit more famous than the others, like the Night Lords, the Iron Warriors, the Ward Bearers. Alpha Legion, they may be Chaos. Here are the new models assembled and painted. So of course you don't have to follow the box art. These guys are painted up as Black Legion. So Abaddon's boys. These are the new Obliterators I was talking about. So you used to get a unit of 3 and they were horrible, horrible looking. Like I said, there were some nice conversions over the years. Like some Hell Brutes have been converted, I saw. A lot of green stuff with Terminators maybe. But these guys I'm really looking forward to assembling and painting up. Looks a bit more like Bane from Batman, but hey ho. And this is the new Venom Crawler. So yeah, Chaos Space Marines, bit of an update for them there. So it has been some time since they've had new models. Don't look too dissimilar from the original. Slightly better detail. Obviously slightly bigger, but they need to keep them still kind of within theme. Can't change them too much. Some data sheets again. Bit of background. Some new traits there. And the how to assemble guide, which I won't bore you guys with. But that's the complete rundown, a little bit clearer, of what you get in the box. So plenty of models for your money. So Games Workshop charge anywhere from £100 to £110, I believe. Obviously some online stores are a bit cheaper. Yeah, very good. I'm quite looking forward to painting this guy here on the Chaos side. Some examples of paint schemes that you can use, paint these guys. Now I've been doing urban camouflage on my Space Marine Scouts for a few years now. That's a slightly better paint scheme than I use, so I might adapt mine to that. But yeah, so in the box also you get your large base for the Venom Crawler. Some transfers, some decals, some larger bases and some flying bases. And a little story on the Black Legion themselves. So like I said, Abaddon's boys, Black Legion. On there looks like 1,000 sun, but hey ho. Okay. If you want to pause that to read it, you can do. So yes, plenty in the box. So you've got your codex for your Heretic Astartes, your codex for your new Vanguard Space Marines, and a book on the fluff of Shadowspear. So a few of the latest and greatest weapons the Space Marines are using now have been changed. So you've got a new librarian, like I was suggesting earlier on. And these guys seem to be a bit more concealed. They use some camouflage, a bit more stealth. I don't know how a Space Marine can be stealthy. Yeah, but they got some new gear. So yeah, got some smoke grenades, which is nice. So smoke grenades before were more of a thing that you'd get on your Rhino or something like that. But why not have them on the Marine? Now you can. I do like the new poses though, they do look quite tactical, don't they? You can imagine them sweeping through a room and clearing it out in a military fashion. Rather than like the old Marines just kick down the wall and just blast anything that moves. No, I'll enjoy painting these guys up. You can imagine what I'm going to paint them up as. That's right, the Right Legion, Blood Angels. And there's plenty of detail on these models. See if it all goes back in the box. No, I'm just going to have to stand on it until it all fits in there. With ease, look at that. Pro. Been doing this for years. So I'll read what's on the back. This box contains 24-page Shadowspear campaign book, which we've seen, the 24-page codex for the Vanguard Space Marines, the 24-page codex for the Demon King, the fold-out core rule sheet, and the transfer sheet. This box also includes, this is the important bit, because you didn't buy it for the books, did you? 35 Citadel Miniatures. So, 1 Captain in Phobos armor, 1 Librarian in Phobos armor, a Lieutenant in Phobos armor, 3 Suppressors, 3 Eliminators, and 10 Infiltrators. And on the Chaos side, we have a Master of Possession. So that's the guy slap bang in the middle there, the guy with flames all over him, which I'm really looking forward to painting. The Venom Crawler, which is the Gribbly vehicle demon engine, I guess. 2 Obliterators, so those guys look so much better this time around. 2 Greater Possess, and 10 Chaos Space Marines. So I would imagine they are quite a balanced force if you wanted to play the game as is, or you can add them to your existing armies. So yeah, really looking forward to painting these models. There'll probably be an update video, or if not, check out our Facebook page, or even Instagram. For the latest updates. There we go. That's Shadowspear for 40k. Thank you very much for watching, guys.